Today's video is going to be an inspired by, but there's a little twist. I'm inspired by myself. I actually posted this photo right around Valentine's weekend, and I had tons of requests for me to recreate the look. What I will say, whenever I'm inspired to create a look, oftentimes I sit down and I just continue to go. So this look is very close to what I posted on Instagram, but it's giving you a little bit more of a wearable effect to the look. And of course, there's always different stages that you can stop whenever I'm creating my smoky eyes. So I do give you stopping points to actually suit your comfort level. This is actually a purple smoky eye. Just know that you can follow the technique and you can transform this look using any colors that you like. Just remember, you are going to need matte shadows as well, and pay close attention to where I apply the matte shadows and where the shimmer should go. If you want to see how I created this look, stay tuned and I'll show you how I created it.
Alright guys, let's begin. I'm going to go into my artist palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and start putting that Dusty Road shade right there in the transition area. Notice that I'm using a fat fluffy brush and blending that out. Next, I'm actually going to move into this beautiful silvery shade called Begley. I'm going to pop that on the lid area just to go ahead and re-emphasize the lid and open it up. Next, I'm going to go right back into that Dusty Road shade and just make sure that my parameters are nice and firmly marked. And then I'm actually going to go to one stopping point using my NYX. This is my vinyl eyeliner. You'll see that I'm actually going to create a very tight wing. And it does take a little bit of time, ladies, to create this wing. Do not rush through it. This color is very matte, very black, and very precise. So just take your time, go in, create the wing, make sure both sides do match. I'm going to go back into that Dusty Road shade, pop it right underneath the lid, and then go into my shade called Unicorn, and I'm going to create a nice blended cut crease using a MAC 217 brush. It's a little bit tighter than the original fluffy brush I was using, which really allows me to move into that crease. Moving back into another synthetic fluffy brush, going to blend out, making sure that every shadow that I apply, that I blend after I apply it, so therefore at the end of the look you seem to have a nice blended look. Going back into the shade called Blue Velvet, I'm actually going to sandwich in that Begley shade. Really going to pop that shade and make it really stand out. Going right underneath the lower lash line, going to smoke it out with the same shade as well. Apply your mascara. You're almost done. You can pop on some false lashes if you like. And then I'm going back into that Begley again to make sure that that lid area is nice and open. And dance, girls, you're almost done. Next, I'm actually going to use a little bit of my brow setting gel by MAC. This is the Toasted Almond, just to make sure that my brows do match my hair unit here. For more details on the hair unit, I will leave it all in the description box. Next, I'm using a little bit of my Airspun translucent powder to make sure all that fallout is gone. Moving into my Queen collection to highlight and bronze my cheeks. Yes, I dropped it, but you know what we do, girl. Put it into a bag and continue to use it until it's all gone. Anywhere that you apply translucent powder, ladies, you want to make sure that you use a skin light powder. Therefore, you will not have flashback. And think about it. What is the shade we want to do next? Yes, blush, of course. I do tend to add a lot of blush to my cheek. It really gives me a nice sculpted look right before I apply that highlight. I'm going to move into that shade called That Glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's her new highlighting palette. Spraying my fluffy brush. And that really allows that highlight to really stand out and give me more of a full-sized metallic look. And it also releases a lot of the powder residue from the face. And of course, I'm not done. I'm actually going to use my Cucumber Setting Spray by MAC. This was a limited edition option, but if you were following me on Snapchat, you will know where I picked this little limited edition product up from. Next, go ahead and finish off the eye look using my voluminous mascara on the lower lash line. I tend to apply my mascara on the lower lashes after I've applied my setting spray to make sure that I don't get any smearing. And yes, this video should have been sponsored by Miss Anastasia Beverly Hills. Maybe we should tag her in that, because I am using her Black Cherry lip gloss. And I always do this. I pick a dark bold lip, and then I want to kind of change it into more something a little bit more nude. And yes, I've customized my own perfect lilac lip using the shade Dainty on top of that Black Cherry. And as I said, for any other details on this hair unit here, I'll leave all the information in the description box. I'm hoping you guys will follow me on social media to make sure that you never miss another upload. And give this video 2 thumbs up. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I'm bringing you a quick drugstore haul, and something is very special about this drugstore haul. All the products that I actually found in my local Walgreens store catered to African American cosmetics.